Et on se retrouve dans le sous-sol pour la suite et peut-être la fin de Unmetal. Donc on est dans la partie finale du jeu, normalement, d'après ce que le titre nous a dit dans l'épisode précédent. C1. C1, qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Un bloc de quelque chose qui ressemble à de l'argile. Pourquoi pas? Ça me paraît très bizarre qu'il n'y ait personne. Je suis seul au monde là. Ah, la croix. À gauche, le bureau avec la croix. Quand même fouiller un peu avant. On sait jamais. Je pense qu'il va falloir fouiller. Le bureau avec la croix, il est à gauche.
There it was, General X's private elevator.
On va d'abord aller fouiller là-bas. Le C1, je sais pas ce que ça peut être. On va d'abord aller là. Et... ok. Non, bah c'est plein de blocs de C1. C'est pas trop ce que c'est, mais on en a. Et ça, j'ai pas envie. Ça, si je tape dedans, ça va m'exploser encore une fois. On va éviter.
A door marked with an X, just like Robert told me. There it was, the secret room where they kept the helicopter key.
Why would they keep a key in such a creepy place instead of an office?
The more I thought about it, the more things felt out of place. I had a strange feeling, like a gut feeling that something was just wrong.
Ah,
Mr. Fox, you have finally arrived.
General X?
The same. Are you searching for a key, Mr. Fox? Perhaps one for a helicopter? You won't find it here, Mr. Fox. I'm afraid that your contact has betrayed you.
Fuck.
Don't blame him. He's been the victim of my counterintelligence.
Right there, in front of me, was General X, the puppet master of Operation Jericho. Not only was he a merciless, psychopathic asshole, he was so smart that he could predict my every move. For starters, he tricked me and Robert into searching for this room.
You had us waiting longer than expected, Mr. Fox.
If you drew some arrows in the labyrinth, I would have come sooner.
That would remove a certain charm, don't you think? By the way, I brought some company.
Colonel! Doctor!
I see you're already acquainted. I'll get to the point, Mr. Fox. Surrender. Otherwise, we'll start executing our guests.
There were too many people. If I opened fire, Harris and the doctor could die.
Let me guess. You're considering the option of shooting, but you know that Harris and the doctor could die.
Fuck, yeah. He read my mind, but that asshole X was a clean shot. If I shot quickly, I could kill him.
Now you're probably thinking I'm stupid for being so exposed, and that you can kill me with a quick enough shot. If you shoot and kill me, that would be the end of the final boss. Of all of this, you'd be a hero. Do you really have such a low opinion of my intellect, Mr. Fox?
Shit. This was part of his plan. He was here on purpose. I was thinking that he might have worn a bulletproof vest.
By now, you should be thinking that I'm wearing a bulletproof vest. Shooting an armored man would be foolish, don't you think?
Fuck. He read my mind once again. But even if his body was covered, his head was not. One bullet between his eyes and goodbye.
But you're not a quitter, Mr. Fox. It's only logical that you'd consider shooting me in the head. I will admit, a challenging yet possible shot. An Olympian trial of marksmanship, reflexes, and luck. Let me spare you the trouble. Sergeant!
Yes, sir.
Shoot me in the head at point blank range.
But, sir,
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
The bullet went through his head, but the bastard was unfazed.
Return to your post, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
What you're staring at in awe, Mr. Fox, is a projected image of myself.
A hologram?
Precisely, Mr. Fox. And now that it's obvious that you can't kill me, let's conclude the matter of your surrender. Or are there not enough dead bodies to convince you?
Just give me 10 seconds to think about it.
Of course.
Aïe aïe aïe. Harris, docteur, se rendre. Ah, purée. On fait quoi? On se rend? Allez, on se rend.
It's okay.
Je pense que c'est la fin du jeu là. C'est bon, c'est perdu. Gamové. Gamové. Ok. Donc faut pas se rendre. Bon, on va zapper tout le texte. Hein. On va tout zapper. Hop. Voilà. 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 Harris. Harris, ça dégage. On tue Harris. C'est pas ça non plus. Ça va être saoulant. Faut tuer les docteurs. J'ai pas envie de la tuer, moi. J'ai envie de tuer personne. Ni le docteur, ni Harris, ni personne. Docteur.
Kill the doctor.
D'accord, j'ai compris. En fait, il faut attendre, je pense. Faut attendre des 10 secondes. Faut pas prendre de choix. Faut attendre des 10 secondes. On va attendre. Ça doit être ça la feinte. Le jeu essaie de nous arnaquer encore. Mais t'inquiète. On commence à comprendre des arnaques du jeu. C'est bon ou pas? On attend. Si vous voulez. Le jeu, s'il te plaît. Non? C'est pas ça? Aïe aïe aïe, c'est pas ça. Je vois pas ce que je peux faire. Les 3 options sont mauvaises.
It's okay. I surrender.
Bien, ou bien en fait, il faut tout simplement pas passer par là maintenant. C'est aussi une solution. Et ça attends, je vais tester ce truc-là. Voilà. Je voulais être sûr. Je voulais être sûr qu'ils n'ont pas changé le truc. C'est vrai, ils n'ont pas changé. On va tenter d'aller du coup vers l'ascenseur peut-être. Et ça sert à quoi? Un bloc de quelque chose qui ressemble à de l'argile. C4. Ah, j'ai additionné 4 C1 pour faire un C4. Ah oui. Ah oui. Est-ce que je poserais pas le C4 là-haut? Par hasard. Je fais péter la bonbonne là.
To use the explosive, I needed something to act as a timer.
Ah, j'ai rien pour minuter. J'ai rien pour minuter le truc. Ah, attends, ça c'est quoi? C'est quoi ça déjà? Montre bracelet. Oh. Ça peut être ça, hein? Ça peut être ça, la solution. Je pense que c'est ça. On va attendre. Du coup, là, on attend. Ironie, Dieu, attention. Oula, ironie.
Do you know what I find ironic?
Do tell, Mr. Fox.
That the 2 soldiers standing behind the doctor and the colonel, the ones supposed to execute them, are actually the ones that'll save their lives.
Fascinating. How do you figure?
Meat shields.
Meat shields. For what?
Bricks.
What?
Incroyable. 30 ans de jeux vidéo, les gars.
I'm
30 ans
fine.
de jeux vidéo.
What happened?
An explosion. The guard behind you received the brunt of it. Colonel!
He's alive. Looks like he just blacked out.
We have to leave before reinforcements arrive. I'm taking Harris with me.
It's best not to move him. We don't know if he has any fractures or internal wounds.
I'll take the risk. He can't stay here. Doctor, let's go.
I'm not coming, Fox.
Why not?
There are injured that require my attention, and I don't want to leave my father alone.
What? They were going to kill you.
No, they weren't. It was just a trick to catch you. And if I leave, my father won't work and they'll kill him. Run! Go away!
I'll come back for you with the cavalry. You have my word. I left that room, carrying the Colonel.
Wait, you're saying that you managed to rescue Colonel Harris?
That's correct.
Well, Mr. Fox, let's see what you invent to remove him from this story.
Lieutenant, we found a corpse in the remains of the helicopter.
What? Who is he?
We don't know, Lieutenant. It was totally carbonized by the fire.
Take him to the lab. I want a forensic analysis done yesterday. Do you understand me, Wachowski?
Yes, sir.
Fuck. We killed Colonel Harris. May God forgive us.
No, he's not Harris. The colonel died a month ago in an ambush. These are his personal belongings, his dog tag, his watch. Don't you remember, Sergeant? We found them on his corpse. That man has never seen the colonel. He's just trying to confuse us with his lies. Fuck's sake, he has absolutely no evidence for what he's saying.
I have this.
But what? If I'm not mistaken, it's a graduation ring for the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
Colonel Harris graduated in the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
Sergeant, you don't believe him, do you?
With all due respect, sir, I only said that Colonel Harris graduated in the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
He's trying to fool us, Sergeant. I remind you that there are more rings like this one.
Yes, but not with the same smell.
It reeks of shit.
Sir, permission to smell the ring? Fuck. It smells just like Colonel Harris's anus.
What?
Eh?
How the hell do you know what the colonel's anus smells like?
I'm not authorized to reveal that information, sir.
Fuck. This is getting out of hand. Mr. Fox, continue your story. Let's see if we can finish this once and for all.
Accéder à l'ascenseur. Je dois les soigner? Non. Je peux pas les soigner, moi. Ah, j'ai pas de quoi soigner tout le monde,
I
les gars.
ran out of first aid kits. Luckily, the cabinet in the sick bay was full of them.
Quelle armoire de l'infirmière? Ah non, c'est pas cool. Ah, c'est pas cool ça. Ah, je dois pas les tuer. Bon, on va essayer de pas les tuer, mais... C'est bien comment aussi je meurs pas. L'armoire, il m'a dit, elle est où son armoire à l'infirmière? C'est pas ici, non, c'est pas ici. Ah, s'il m'attaque, je vais galérer. Je vais galérer si je dois pas les tuer. Ça va être une galère.
I ran out of first aid kits. Luckily, the cabinet in the sick bay was full of them.
L'armoire de l'infirmière, mais elle est où cette armoire? Est-ce que j'ai raté un truc là? Il n'y a pas d'armoire d'infirmière ici. Tu sais quoi, je vais le laisser là, tant pis. Que j'ai raté quelque chose. Parce que là, je vois pas du tout où est l'armoire de l'infirmière. Qu'est-ce qu'il me raconte? Il n'y a pas d'armoire là? On va y aller au bandage, hein, écoute. Je vais en haut ou en bas? Pas le choix.
I went up in the private elevator of.
Lieutenant, they found a bullet in the carbonized corpse head.
A bullet?
So it wasn't us after all. Colonel Harris was murdered.
Hey, friend, don't look at me. I haven't killed anyone.
I'm not your friend.
For fuck's sake, shut up. Wachowski, send the bullet to Science Officer Hollister for analysis. And tell him to collate it with the gun Mr. Fox had on him. Maybe we'll have a surprise. I want the results of that 5 minutes ago. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Wow! That asshole General X had some cool music equipment. Multi-band equalizer, auto-amplified subwoofer, and... No way. Double-deck cassette player. Fuck, you could record directly from one cassette to another.
Ok, je vois pas où est l'armoire de l'infirmière là. Parce que là j'ai plus de soins et ça va être un peu tendu. Et j'ai pas pris la compétence pour me soigner avec les bandages. Voilà. Il aurait peut-être fallu la prendre celle-là. Ah, il y a des caisses là. Oh, quelques soins, ça c'est bien. Ça me fait plaisir. Oh.
Fuck! I found out that bastard kept a fully stocked armory behind his office.
Je veux du soin, s'il te plaît, le jeu. Parce que les munitions et tout, j'en ai assez. Oh. C'est abusé. Il était bien équipé, le... Mais il n'y a pas de soin, malheureusement. Il était bien équipé. Bon, ça nous a chargé full munitions. Ah, j'ai pas la carte. Ouais. Comment je vais passer si j'ai pas la carte? Je vais re-sauvegarder maintenant que je suis full munitions, même si c'est pas le plus important. Ce qu'il faut, c'est que je trouve la carte. J'ai peut-être mal fouillé derrière. Parce que j'aurais raté un truc ici. Non, c'est pas ici. Peut-être reprendre l'ascenseur. Encore monter, montons.
I finally reached the last floor.
Lieutenant, we already have the ballistics results.
And?
You are right, sir. Ballistics established that the bullet was fired from Mr. Fox's gun.
You killed Colonel Harris, you bastard!
Sergeant, behave.
Sir, permission to execute that assassin!
Permission denied. First off, we can't confirm the identity of the victim until we have the forensics report. Second, according to policy, Mr. Fox has the right to finish his story. Mr. Fox, continue. And you better not contradict the evidence we're collecting.
Mr. Fox, leaving so soon and without a farewell. That's not very neighborly of you. And what's that on your shoulder? That's personal property, Mr. Fox. Haven't your parents taught you never to steal?
General X stood in my way, assuming it was really him and not another hologram.
Are you asking yourself if I'm another hologram?
Well, yeah.
No, not this time. It is I, in the flesh.
Good. Then I'll...
Put a bullet in my head.
You read my mind.
Please tell me, Mr. Fox, how does one shoot that which they cannot see?
What? What the fuck?
Do you like my new device, Mr. Fox? Optical electronic hollow camouflage, the latest in nanotechnology. Obviously, if you start firing randomly, there's still a chance I may be hit. I believe dumb luck is a concept you're fond of? So if you don't mind, I invite you to expend some ammunition with some friends.
Ok, General X, c'est bon. General X, il est invisible. Alors, est-ce que ça va m'aider? Attends, parce qu'il faudrait que je mette du bandage.
Do you have many bullets left, Fox? I imagine not. I suspect you've stashed some grenades, though. Let's find out.
Attends, il me parle de grenade et il me parle de quoi, lui? Ah ouais. Ah ouais, c'est pas facile là.
Mr.
J'aurais peut-être dû aller au lance-roquettes. Ah, c'est dur de viser. C'est un truc de fou. Vraiment, de ne pas avoir le visée diagonale, c'est chaud.
Do you have many bullets left, Fox?
Ah, attends, on va y aller au lance-roquettes sur lui. D'accord, pourquoi pas? Pourquoi pas? Touche une fois et tu meurs, pourquoi pas? C'est des choses qui arrivent dans la vie. Parfait. Là j'ai fait un parfait.
Do you have many bullets left?
Parfait.
Well, you should be low on ammo by now, which means it's time to comfortably finish you. By the way, I'm sure you may have noticed by now, while you were distracted with my friends, I took the liberty to follow you around and recover some of my stolen property.
Comment je peux faire pour le voir? Il y a moyen de lui envoyer une grenade ou je sais pas, quelque chose. C'est chaud. Hein. C'est vraiment chaud. Hein. Tu vas vraiment tirer au hasard là ou comment ça se passe? Je sais pas du tout. Je sais pas ce que je dois faire. Je vois pas du tout ce que je dois faire. Je vois pas ce que je dois faire. Peut-être vider mes balles. Peut-être c'est ça qu'il veut, vider mes balles pour me lancer un dialogue. Là j'ai plus de balles. Là je suis clairement en sec là. Ah! C'était ça. Ah c'est ça. Purée, c'est ça. J'ai plus rien, j'ai plus d'armes. Ah si, attends. J'ai compris à la fin. Ah mais non, mais il tire à l'envers lui aussi. Oh. Je pense qu'il faut que je le voie. Bon. Faut qu'il me tue. Ça sert à rien de continuer. De toute façon, je suis mort. J'ai compris à la fin. Ah, faut tout recommencer, au secours!
Mr. Fox!
Oh là là, faut tout recommencer. Ok. Ah merde. Attends. Il m'a pris les bandages, cette fois. Il m'a pris les bandages, cette enflure. Ok. Là, je sais à peu près comment faire. C'est raté. Purée, c'est compliqué. Oh, c'est compliqué. Attends. Ça va voir comme ça, mais ça va être dur. Mais je fais n'importe quoi moi aussi. Mais c'est dur. Il reste que 3. Je l'aurai jamais. Il part trop vite. Il me laisse pas le temps. De toute façon, je suis mort. Je le touche pas. Je le touche pas. J'y vais à la main. C'est quoi en fait? Il faut y aller à la main. J'irai à la main. Le prochain coup, j'y vais à la main. J'y vais à la main. Je vais au coup de poing. Allez, on y retourne. C'est vraiment dur, hein. Le dernier boss, il est hard. Ce qui est dur là, c'est vraiment ces satanés drones là.
Do you have many?
Vu qu'on n'a pas de tir de travers. Et bon, je vais lancer une grenade et je vais essayer de le taper comme ça. Raté. Elle est comme ça, hein. C'est le plus simple. Il m'a pris mon kit, foiré.
You managed to injure me, Mr. Fox. Sincerely, this was beyond my expectations. Luckily, you brought my first aid kits. Hope you don't mind that you're missing one.
Oh non.
You've been stealing my stuff.
Mais non.
Your stuff.
Non, pas ça.
Everything you've acquired is from my base, Mr. Fox. And as the proverb states, one who steals from a thief will receive 100 years of pardon.
That bastard had been stealing from me while I was busy destroying his machines. And I'm sure he was going to steal more stuff as he needed it.
Soigné.
You've run out of first aid kits, Mr. Fox. Unfortunately, you'll be unable to heal yourself anymore.
Fortunately, it also means that you've run out of them.
Which adds to the thrill. Let the best man win.
What?
What the fuck?
Qu'est-ce que...
You bastard!
Mr. Fox, first you complain because I remove your belongings, and now you complain again when I return them?
What?
Cheer up. I simply gave back your rusty wire. Although, maybe I've been a little brusque. You can find it between your ribs. By the way, Mr. Fox, let's see if you can kill me before bleeding to death.
Cours.
Good luck.
Au secours. Ah, il était trop loin. S'il me touche, je pense que c'est mort. Il est où? C'est trop compliqué. Je le tape mais... Je vais avoir le temps, on sait pas. Ah mais comme n'importe quoi. Allez, encore un coup. Ah, j'ai plus de grenades. Non, j'ai plus de grenades. Je peux pas le tuer. J'ai plus de grenades. Mais non. Oh, je suis dégoûté. J'y étais presque. J'étais presque. Ah, j'avais plus de grenades. Je me dis, c'est peut-être pas la meilleure solution de le taper à la main, mais franchement, ça a l'air d'être la plus efficace. Donc bon. Ok, ça c'est fait.
Well,
J'utilise mes 2 soins, comme ça il me les volera plus. Je suis trop loin. Ah, je l'ai pas eu là. Je suis prêt là. J'ai pas de soins, tu peux pas me voler mes soins. Eh ouais mon pote. Il y a des fois j'arrive à lui mettre plus de coups. Là il est parti vers la droite. Il est complètement à gauche. Presque. Il me reste 5 grenades. Voilà. Est-ce que c'est fini? Je sais pas.
I have underestimated you, Mr. Fox.
Boss defeated.
Ouh, c'était compliqué. Ah, ah c'était compliqué. Je suis en train de saigner. Ah, ça va.
What are you waiting for? Finish me.
Time without paying for your crimes? No way. I'll take you to a trial so they condemn you and lock you in a cell to rot for the rest of your life.
I see. Tell me, Mr. Fox, how are you going to take me if you can't move?
What?
You're so predictable. I knew you wouldn't kill me or let me die. Just like all of my other subordinates, they consistently led you directly into my trap, Mr. Fox. Honestly, I hope you were going to surprise me again, like that little spark in the basement. But once more, the pen is mightier than the sword. By the way, thanks for volunteering to test my new paralyzer. The discharge it releases shuts down the whole peripheral nervous system. You should have killed me when you had the chance. See you never, Mr. Fox.
Le colonel qui l'a tué.
Never, General X.
See you never.
Are you all right, son? Don't worry. The effects on the paralysis will wear off soon. But it's not prudent to stay here. Come on, stand up, Fox. I'll help you walk.
Colonel Harris and I went to the helicopter. A few minutes later, when I regained my motor skills, we took off.
Lieutenant, we have the forensic report of the carbonized corpse.
Hand it to the sergeant. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we can finally prove that Mr. Fox has been lying. Sergeant, what does the report say?
And the physiological study confirms that the corpse with identification C4423 measures 3 inches taller than Colonel Alan Harris, disproving his identity. What? Then he's not the colonel.
Of course not. I told you, Sergeant. Care to explain this, Mr. Fox? Are you going to tell us that he was tortured on a rack until it stretched him 3 inches?
That would be ridiculous. He's not Colonel Harris. I never said he was.
You what? You just told us that you both flew away in that helicopter.
I told you we escaped together, but never said that corpse was Colonel Harris. In fact, I have no idea who it is. Are you sure you found it in the helicopter? Did you plan it yourselves to incriminate me? Like some dirty cops?
How dare you? Enough games, Mr. Fox, enough. We'll find out who you are and then we'll execute you. What now?
What
Oh,
the
Colonel
hell is
Harris.
happening in here?
Il est là.
Colonel in the room? Salute!
At ease.
Colonel Harris? You're alive. Sir, we thought you passed away.
As you can see, Lieutenant, I'm alive and kicking. Why is this man handcuffed?
We were interrogating him. He's a spy that we captured, sir.
A spy? Are you pulling my leg? He's a civilian who was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. He's also the man that not only saved my life and freed me from the ex-army base, but also he found classified information about Operation Jericho that will be essential in stopping the ex-army. For goodness sakes, that man's a fucking hero. Release him immediately.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them your heroic feat, Fox?
I was at when we entered the helicopter, Colonel. But it looks like they found a corpse in the helicopter. But fuck, I don't know who he is. They say he has a bullet in his head, and it came from my gun. But I haven't killed anyone.
That corpse was General X. I killed him with your gun myself. Don't you remember? See you never, General X. Later, while you were regaining your senses inside the helicopter, I retrieved General X's corpse and dragged it to the helicopter's aft. That bastard was heavy. In the air, you know what happened. Hurry up, Fox. They're following us.
Don't rush me, Colonel. I'm getting used to the controls. This piece of junk has levers and buttons everywhere. But don't panic. I think we'll be able to reach Allied territory before they catch up.
Then I'll call the cavalry. Charlie, Alpha, 54438, do you copy? Damn it, this radio isn't working. Fucking piece of shit.
Don't worry, Colonel. As soon as we reach Allied territory, they'll stop pursuing us.
Don't worry. Son, with no radio, when this fully armed piece of Soviet junk pings their radar, the first thing they're gonna do when we don't answer is take us down.
Fuck. So we'll be shot at if we keep going, or we'll be shot at when we turn around?
Affirmative. We're between a rock and a hard place. We'll abandon the helicopter as soon as we cross the border. I'm gonna search for the parachutes. But jumping would still be risky in this jungle terrain.
You have them, Colonel? We're nearly there.
There's only one, Fox. You jump and deliver the documents to the Allies.
Are you insane, Colonel? They won't believe me. And you don't know how to pilot this junk.
I'm dead to them anyway. You're young. You have your life ahead of you, son. Take this ring, show it to them. They'll believe you.
Fuck, it reeks of shit.
Well, that's because those asshole bastards were going to snatch it as they put their hands on me. So I hid it in the only safe place I had left. My ass. Come on, son, put on the parachute.
Colonel, you need to jump and tell them everything yourself.
We argued about who had to jump, and I had to admit that Mr. Fox had one convincing argument. Fox, what are you waiting for? Hurry up, son. We're running out of time. For heaven's sake, put on the parachute.
Comment ça on fait le parachute? What? Ah, ça a fait bugger l'hélicoptère. Ah oui. Je suis censé faire quoi là?
The next thing I remember was waking up, hanging from the parachute tangled to a tree. The owner of a farm who spotted me arrived a few minutes later.
Fallait le taper.
After tending
Moi
to
chercher
my
le parachute
wounds and
moi.
offering me food, he was so kind as to bring me here to the base.
The lieutenant and the sergeant were shocked and immediately apologized. A few days later, the Army decorated me with 2 medals.
Jesse Fox, for rescuing an MIA military colonel and recovering intelligence on Operation Jericho. I, Colonel Alan Harris of the 5th Battalion, award you a Purple Cross of Civilian Courage.
That medal really exists?
It didn't. They had to invent it, as they had nothing that they could provide for a civilian.
You're also awarded the Gandhi Medal of the National Idiot.
Eh?
National idiot?
Well, I received it because I didn't kill any enemies at all during the escape. As you know, militaries don't get why killing is wrong.
Well, at least we agree on that.
So, thanks to the documents I found, the Allies could find and sink every related submarine. The military base, docks, and Omega building were the target of a large operation. Everyone was arrested. Robert the paparazzi published the story and won a Pulitzer Prize. The 2 doctors and their 2 fathers dedicated themselves to finding a cure for cancer using nanonuclear weapons.
Wasn't it one doctor?
That's what they wanted us to believe. The captain of that boat retired with my $50 million, but he died of gonorrhea the week after.
Seriously?
Nah, but he would have deserved it. Do you remember Private Mike, the one I found hammered and whose leave I obtained? Well, he could finally visit his daughter for her birthday.
Hello?
Daddy!
And I went back to my old life as a smuggler. The end.
Wow. Jesse, that's the most incredible story ever told. My god, you have an amazing imagination. You should be a video game writer.
You don't believe me?
Not a word.
Thank you very much, Miss Incredulous. Hey, who are those guys?
Must be an improvised patrol. Don't say a word if they don't ask you anything.
Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
Very well, let's see. Fuck. You're Jesse Fox.
Yeah, that's me.
Holy Jesus. I can't believe it.
Hey, Jimmy, who is that guy?
Fuck, Mike, he's Fox. The one who rescued Colonel Alan Harris and prevented the nuclear attacks. I really admire you, Mr. Fox. You're a fucking hero.
Thanks, soldier.
Here are your passports. Go, drive carefully.
Are you okay? You've been very quiet.
Stop the car.
What's up?
Then it's true. It's all true.
Now do you believe me?
Kiss me.
What?
Kiss me now.
Et ben voilà, on est arrivé au bout du jeu. On a réussi à le finir ce jeu. Francisco Teles de Meneses. Bravo, bien joué. C'était un bon jeu. C'était un bon jeu. Ouais, c'était sympa le jeu, franchement. Très sympa. Moi j'ai bien aimé. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Ah bah c'est ça.
Hey, Jimmy, who the fuck is this Colonel Alan Harris?
Il a menti. Ah, le mytho.
Guy in a bar. He was nice. I told him that I was going to slog as a guard here today. And he said if I pretended he rescued the colonel and prevented nuclear attacks when he drove by, that he'd give me $100. $100 for saying 4 sentences. Can you believe it?
Ah, quel escroc.
Morning. May I see your passports, please?
Quel
Good
escroc.
morning. Here you are.
It's been the easiest $100 ever.
Fuck. People make up stupid shit just to score.
Yeah, dude.
Ah, quel escroc. Bon, mais sur ce, les amis, on va s'arrêter là, forcément. Je vous dis à la prochaine pour de nouvelles aventures. Bye bye.